Hi there, everyone. This is Melissa from DJ Event Planner, and today we're going to talk about next actions. Next actions, along with the next action date, are useful tools to remind yourself what your next step is in the workflow of an event and by what date you need to have that step completed. Whether your next step is to schedule a meeting with your client, do a halfway point check-in, or to simply send a thank you after an event, next actions are the go-to reminders. Let's begin by looking at the next action options, where you can add to the next action list. Go to Setup, Application, Event Form, then choose the Options tab. You will see here the next action list. This is where you can add a new action to the list or remove an action that does not pertain to your business workflow, then make sure to save any changes. Next, I'll show you how they work for you in an event. Navigate to an event in your system and click on Edit in the upper right corner, then go to the Booking tab. In the Next Action Information section, you will see you can set your next action or create a new one. You will also be able to set the date that you want the next action to take place. For example, if the next action you want to take for this event is to call the client, you would set that as your next action. Then you would put the date you want to do that next action. As always, save your changes. You can also quickly edit a next action by clicking on the Update button in the status box when viewing an event. Now, you'll want to make sure your next actions are set to show on your dashboard or monthly calendar and the day panel along the right side. You can do that by going here, Setup, Application, Dashboard. Make sure you put a check mark in front of Show List of Next Actions side panel, and you can also make them visible on your monthly calendar. If you navigate to your dashboard monthly calendar, you will see your next actions on your calendar and a list of the next actions appear on your right side day panel on the date it is set for. If you click on the next action in the side panel or in the calendar, it will take you directly to the event in question. Once you complete that next action, you can then update the next action for this event to your next step in the workflow. Perhaps your next action is to confirm event details with your client in 2 months' time, or maybe a halfway point meeting at 6 months. There are a couple of things to keep in mind. By default, the list of next actions will only appear on the active date that the next action is set for. If you do not complete the action on the date for which it is scheduled, that action will no longer appear on the day panel on the right. If you have next actions set to show on your calendar, the next action will continue to appear there. You can enable a feature that will help keep all your next actions visible on your side panel, including ones that are still dated in the past. You can enable that by going to Setup, Scheduled Actions. This feature allows you to roll over next actions that are incomplete by choosing to set them all to current date, or set them all to current date and add an exclamation point. This option will add an exclamation point for each day that the next action is past due. Make sure you read all the warning information before enabling this feature, as enabling this feature will roll over all incomplete next actions, even including past events. Using this feature means that for any next action you don't complete, it will change it to today's date. To remove the next actions from your day panel, you will have to click on the action, which takes you to the event, then edit the next action under the Booking tab or by using the Update button in the status box. If there are no other next actions needed for an event, simply click on the blank space at the top of the next action and the next action date drop-down menu, or click on the red X when using the Update button. Next actions can also be updated via Booking Helpers. A useful tool, Booking Helpers are macro commands that help you accomplish multiple steps by the click of one button. This would be helpful if you want to set the event status and a next action and next action date for a newly added event. Currently, you can set an automated booking helper to be triggered immediately after adding a new event. Once you've finished a next action, you can have a booking helper designed to add the next action and next action date, or to clear the next action and date. For more on how to set up booking helpers, please see our video tutorial labeled Booking Helpers on our DJ Event Planner YouTube channel. And that's the basics on next actions and next actions date, a helpful reminder tool for you to use in your account. If you are seeing this video and have not yet signed up for our 30-day free trial, please do so at djeventplanner.com.